Pardon us.
Oh, welcome. The harbor light.
Good night.
Early morning brings the calls of both seabirds and sailors. Did they wake you?
Let us be about it.
I want to get better at Asoa.
How exquisite. Exquisite. How exquisite.
The Rykdale Market is well stocked and the food is fresh. Feel free to have a look.
How exquisite.
Just the people I wanted to see. I have a little request for you. Could you take this cat to Vale for me? Things are beginning worse. You're the only ones I know.
The market is well stocked.
That poor cat was here for...
Glad to be of assistance.
Huh? I'm sorry, friend.
Hold up a sec. Gotta warn you though, the last guy on the job is still laid up in the infirmary. Good luck.
Initiate emergency. Destroy. You'll not be the last.
I knew it was a good idea to ask you folks. Thanks for taking care of all that suspicious cargo.
Glad to be of assistance.
I'd appreciate it. Might be some pretty...
Welcome back. was indeed fruitful.
I know they all survived.
On the contrary, it is I.
To be honest, I admit Ray...
I would be delighted. Any family.
Oh.
My title. So,
Guess
what might Marielle be up to, I wonder? She was on the bridge, last I recall. Yes.
I apologize. Marielle will soon, but what happens? It's not because she can't. So, I sure.
There is much yet Marielle does not know. Never mind myself. Too many questions with far too few answers. Perhaps my darling Duma might offer more insight. I do believe Ray and the others are in the galley.
How inconsiderate.
I would like to know why you came aboard the Aegis, Duma.
We were dispatched to assess the integration suitability of Vergoldians.
What? So the shippers we were dealing with were Scorpium?
Affirmative.
But the client sure seemed like a human. From what I could tell, at least.
The Scorpium Collective takes many forms. Some may appear entirely cybernetic, others as cyborgs or androids. There are also those who are entirely organic in nature.
Ah, great. It is frickin' horrifying to know that we handled unknown cargo from unknown clients. So you're saying that if I succeeded in delivering you, all of Vergold would be Scorpium by now?
Horrifying is an unfairly emotional evaluation. Integration with Scorpium is...
I don't care what you think, all right? Based on what we've seen and heard about it, that's how I feel. Deal with it.
We cannot refute this statement. If Scorpium is truly acting in violation of our principles, it would be in defiance of our very existence itself.
Are you confused?
Do you even get confused?
We cannot deny this possibility. There is a need for us to learn the truth of these events in order to carry out our mission successfully. We shall cooperate as much as possible when necessary.
Oh, I'll see to it that you shall. Don't worry about that. After all, you're different from the other Duma, aren't you?
"5 minutes to rendezvous point."
Ray, the Vela Gulf is hailing us.
Put him on screen.
Right on schedule, I see. I'll be on board shortly for that information exchange we mentioned.
You serious?
A sign of good faith from us. After we rendezvous, we'll warp out for 1 minute. After the transfer, we'll immediately warp back in. Maintain your course. I've just sent the data.
Data received. Looks to me like there's only one person in the transfer chamber.
Not exactly thrilled about their terms, but seems we've got no choice.
Understood. Maintaining course and confirming that of the Vela Gulf. Transfer will commence within 1 minute of exiting warp. Once Captain Curtis is aboard, we shall adopt a parallel course to the Vela Gulf.
Captain's coming aboard. Guess it's up to me to bid him welcome. Marielle, Leticia, come on with me. I'm not too savvy when it comes to Federation etiquette.
Understood. I should go too?
Yeah, all you gotta do is stand there. If there's 3 of us, it should deter Curtis from trying any funny stuff.
Very well.
Gotta admit, Captain, I wasn't expecting you to come alone.
It'll be easier for us to talk like this. Let's make this quick. The Vela Golf is currently en route to the Manuk system.
Captain, this emergency you mentioned.
Are you Lieutenant Marielle L. Kenny? There's a warrant out for your arrest, you know.
I am aware of that and ready.
We can explain all that and more in this intel exchange. First things first, though. Can I offer you a cup of freshly brewed Terran coffee?
Don't mind if I do. Goodness. To think such a thing took place in the Aster system.
So, what is it that has you rushing off to the Manuk system?
Manuk is currently under siege by a large fleet of Scorpium ships. Headquarters interprets it as a full-scale invasion.
Ridiculous. That is impossible.
I've been wondering about this. A Duma, I presume.
You know about Duma?
We've been gathering information on our end as well. The Duma are the ones proselytizing the Scorpium's integration ideology, correct?
Affirmative. Scorpium is a being that seeks to evolve as a life form. Aggressive incursions are nothing more than an act that limits our evolutionary choices.
It would seem the Scorpium are no monolithic entity. The faction currently attacking the Manuk system are known as the Centralists.
Centralists? Ray, do you think...
Yep, Centralists. That's the name Boldor mentioned on the Tyrannus.
The entirety of Scorpium is composed of individuals linked without partiality. A central being cannot exist within our system.
And yet Manuk is under siege by Scorpium calling themselves Centralists.
How did headquarters come by this intel? You know, Captain, it hasn't been that long since I left the Astoria, yet there seems to be too much new information.
There must be some connection between the Scorpium and the Federation higher-ups. Fleet headquarters specifically.
Your assumption is correct. A significant number of fleet officers have broken off from the chain of command. Most of them were in contact at some point with the Scorpium on the planet of Vir. Headquarters decided to launch a rescue effort in the Manuk system. It's unclear who's friend and who's foe within HQ, however. We may even be following a Scorpium directive.
And even if that is the case, you can't just abandon them, huh? Captain Curtis, the Aldous is in possession of Scorpium data compiled by a soldier who escaped from Vir. We are currently pursuing the Scorpium ship that came to Aster 4. I'd like you to analyze that data and identify the ship in question once we reach the Manuk system.
This is invaluable intel. We're in your debt.
Yeah, no worries. Just reimburse me for the Yidis once this is all over and we'll be square.
I'll see what I can do. Thank you for your time. I'll get back in contact as soon as we've identified the ship that you're after.
We've exited warp. Commencing transfer.
Please be careful.
You as well.
The Vela Gulf has sent us a location. ETA to the Manuk system is 25 hours. Exactly 6 hours behind the Vela Gulf.
Don't sweat about what he said. The larger an organization, the easier it is to corrupt.
Captain, please don't make light of it. Even a single ship deviating from the chain of command is cause for alarm. If all of these ships are under the influence of Scorpium, then the risk to the entire galaxy is very real.
I too find something strange about all this.
What do you mean?
Little Duma's reaction. I also felt that what Captain Curtis told us did not line up correctly with what we heard from Lola. She stated that the Scorpium invading her home were acting in such a way as to avoid detection. I did not get the impression that it was attacked outright in the same way as this Manook location is being attacked now.
I think Lola's hunch may be right about Scorpium having infiltrated the Federation undetected. But isn't Duma also a part of Scorpium? It must be hiding something.
Little Duma always remains silent when they wish to be deceptive. When they do speak, it is generally free of falsehood. This is why their assertion that Scorpium does not invade must be true. Right, Duma?
Correct.
Duma's the only link we have to understanding the Scorpium. We analyzed the data from the Tyrannus, but we still have almost no idea of who or what the Scorpium are. We won't learn much of anything until we confront them ourselves. As I discussed with Captain Curtis, it's most likely that the Scorpium faction attacking Manook are in cahoots with the ship Boldore is on. The Vela Gulf has kindly agreed to help us track it down.
I have detected other unidentified ships also approaching the Manook system, where the Scorpium battleship is heading. However, support from the Federation is still far away. The Vela Gulf, Aldous, and Manook fleet will have to handle this alone.
So what you are implying is that it will be a difficult battle.
That is correct.
What will you do if Boldore is aboard that ship, and we find ourselves forced into combat with it?
All I can say is that we should be ready for anything, even if it means taking them out.
It would seem war is much the same here in the stars as it is in our world.
Yep, you got that right. Which is exactly why I want you all to rest up before we reach the combat zone.
I had best rest up myself.
No job's
So we're
too
headed.
much for me.
Good night.
The Vela Gulf has reached the Manook system. They have made contact with what appear to be 2 Scorpium ships. They are engaging in battle. All available hands to the bridge.
It seems the battle has begun. Best quickly make my way to the bridge.
Status report.
The Manook fleet has already suffered heavy losses. They only have 3 vessels deployed currently, none of which have been able to attack effectively.
Can you tell me, Ray, why is this Manook fleet so inferior?
Even up here in space, some folks have the technological leg up on others.
Another Scorpion battleship is nearing the Manook system. ETA 2 hours, 3 minutes.
How long until the Aldous arrives?
2 hours, 11 minutes. However, we could become embroiled in battle at any time.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
Captain, update. We will arrive in the Minook system in 6 minutes. The Vela Gulf has disabled one of the Scorpium vessels. They are currently in combat with 2 ships, including the one that arrived shortly before us.
Way to go, Captain Curtis. Battleships sure are on a different level, aren't they?
Captain, the Vela Gulf is hailing us. Putting on screen now.
Vela Gulf to Aldous. We only have 8 torpedoes left. Hardly enough to take out these last 2 ships. We're going to focus on stalling them. Can you cover us?
You can count on it. We'll be pulling into your sector in 3 minutes.
Much appreciated. Vela Gulf out.
The 2 ships engaged with the Vela Gulf are now designated as Scorpium Ship Bravo and Scorpium Ship Charlie. Warp out directly into the orbital path between the Vela Gulf and Scorpium Ship Bravo.
Trajectory set.
Red alert. Deploy full defensive shields. Set to Omni. Load all 6 proton torpedo launchers. Arm the phase cannons.
Red alert. All hands to battle stations.
Shields at full.
Proton torpedoes loaded. Phase cannons initialized.
Everyone get to your seats and strap in. It's about to get bumpy.
Currently maintaining distances of 500,000 kilometers with Bravo and 760,000 with Charlie.
Fire 3 torpedoes at Bravo and immediately reroute to course 60 Mark 0.
Proton torpedoes away. Impact in 11 minutes. The Vela Gulf has also launched a torpedo at Bravo.
Adjusting bearing to 60 Mark 0.
Charlie has just fired 4 torpedoes at us.
Activate auto evasion.
Activating auto evasion.
Ah! It's shaking!
Keep quiet. You might bite your tongue otherwise. 3 of the torpedoes will miss, but 1 cannot be avoided. Brace for impact. We have been hit. Shields at 76%. Restoring them now.
The rumbling is like an earthquake.
We get any hits in?
All 3 torpedoes failed to connect.
How could they miss at that interval? What sort of ship is that?
Damn it! Open a channel to the Vela Gulf.
Channel open.
Captain, follow this.
Can you handle this?
We'll make it work. Just go! Set phase cannons to fire simultaneously on both Bravo and Charlie. Program salvo bursts to fire automatically in 10-second intervals on these coordinates.
Understood.
Divert to course 270, Mark 180. Match the movements of the Vela Gulf.
Roger, Captain. I'll do my best.
Distance between Bravo and Charlie is 100,000 kilometers. Both ships are taking evasive action.
Now, hit Bravo with all we've got!
Two torpedoes have hit. Bravo has ceased turning.
The Vela Gulf's attacks on Charlie also landed.
Bullseye!
Bravo and Charlie are on a collision course. Scorpium ships Bravo and Charlie have collided. Both battleships appear to have been immobilized.
Yeah! Did we win?
For now. Don't get out of your seat just yet, though. We don't know what's still out there.
Captain, the Vela Gulf is hailing us.
Excellent work, Captain Raymond.
Thanks, but it was the Vela Gulf that did all the heavy lifting. We just came in to steal the show. The real work starts now.
What do you intend to do?
We're gonna board one of the Scorpium ships with Duma and investigate inside.
Understood. They may be quiet now, but you're likely to face some strong opposition. Be careful.
For sure. And I trust you got our back if anything happens. Can you tell me which ship is the one that came from Aster? Is it Bravo or Charlie? Don't tell me it was the ship that went down before we even got here.
It is fortunate we have the data from Lola. Bravo is the one we seek.
So we're boarding the Scorpium battleship.
Yep, you got it. Let's make our way over there now.
Transfer chamber. Oh, I simply wanted to try saying it. Did I do so correctly?
And these?
Portable optic deflectors. You can wear these to protect yourself from portable optical weaponry equivalent to a Federation phase gun.
I see. Wait, pray, what exactly does all that mean?
It means that even if you're hit by a glowing gun, like the one Marielle was using, it won't kill you. But that's not a complete guarantee, so don't get too cocky.
Note that it also offers defense from physical attacks, such as bullets or knives. Finally, please attach these magnetic soles to your footwear. You can switch them on and off by touching your heels.
Indeed. Being free of gravity's shackles ought to be fun.
Do not even think of wandering off.
Hey! What is this?
Oh, is this...
What? Why am I upside down?
Everyone, please remain calm. Turn your feet toward that surface there and touch your heels.
Okay. Like this?
So, this is the inside of a Scorpium ship, huh?
Which means we're in the belly of a living creature. It certainly does have that appearance. Rather unnerving.
Where could Boldor be on a ship like this?
If he's even still alive.
All these... they were on this ship.
We must hurry. If more Scorpium arrive, there's no telling what could happen.
Strange. This vessel is...
What's up?
Ray, I am picking up multiple life signs ahead.
Many of the Scorpium do not possess detectable life signs. I suggest exercising caution.
A test of skills? Either Albert or I could easily attest to Ray's prowess.
It was not as if I was doubting his abilities.
It was actually my idea. I was curious to see how I compare to the strength of a top knight in combat.
Yes, and instead of discussing the finer points with words, it is of course quicker to simply engage in a clash of arms.
I'm afraid that reasoning evades me.
Yeah, I guess it would. But hey, since we're on the topic, Leticia, who could take who in a fight? Me or Theo?
I couldn't possibly decide an answer to such a sudden question.
Whatever comes to mind is fine. Surely your intuition tells you something.
Boys and their pride. Well... ultimately, it will be Ray, perhaps.
Oh, you think so?
That is preposterous. Explain yourself.
Begging your pardon, Cousin Theo. But Ray still possesses room for growth. I made my choice with that in mind.
I see. Fair enough. That might well be true. I best devote myself to training, so I am not overtaken.
Stop. Even if I were to accept your gesture, I would receive no boon from it.
Nevertheless, I cannot overlook how Father and the Corps persecuted you and the Semiomancy Consortium, all for political purposes.
Did I not say I had no want for your apology, man? I have no intention to ask anything of you.
But, Maester Felgrade, what of your honor?
The same honor unites mouth from your grimmest visage, curled with your miserable stoicism? Think me in want of that. Go jump in a lake full-plated.
But...
Don't misunderstand me. There is no need for you to apologize. What did you possibly do to me 14 years ago to affect me? Jack all.
For one thing, I failed to stop my father.
You were a child then. A brat barely old enough to be Leticia's senior. You were powerless then, and a fool now to think otherwise. Is your sense of repentance not yet sated?
No.
Then toil and sweat blood for the kingdom's future, so that such things will never occur again. And work together with Albert and that sneaky one eavesdropping over there.
Letty?
Let us elders fight among ourselves about the past. You'd all best think of the future. That is a responsibility only your generation can shoulder.
Yes.
I will give my everything for the future.
You young people today are too upstanding and dutiful. Did you inherit none of your father's shameless desires? You put me ill at ease.
I say, you find ample opportunity to train on your journey with Letty?
Yes, and I do not intend to fall short of you.
Listen to that confidence. Then how about we bring this to Letty? I ask, if you and I were to have a match right now, who'd be the victor? Well?
I accept. A fine challenge. Your Highness, I ask for your fair judgment.
Very well. Understood. In that case... Albert, as he is now, would win.
Huh. Really now?
Indeed. I have been observing his dedicated efforts firsthand. Underestimate him, and you will find yourself badly bruised.
Thank you, Your Highness. I shall continue in my efforts.
Then I too must keep up my training, so that I might teach Albie a little humility.
What might it be?
If that contract...
Cousin Theo, how your soldiers revere you.
Does it appear as such? I suppose I'm not thought of poorly.
I can clearly see that you care for your men. The trust they pay you in return speaks volumes.
That has seldom occurred to me. Then again, since I was a soldier, Father has often hammered it into me that I must do whatever it takes to take care of my subordinates.
Lord Uncle said that?
Surprised?
Oh, forgive me.
No need. It is surprising, I'm sure. Although I do enjoy a rather carefree existence in comparison to you, Letty.
To me?
Why, each and every citizen of Osarius is an underling of yours, are they not?
Are you suggesting I think myself above the citizenry?
Well, you stand above them, after all. To them, it is much so.
I see. Is it really?
Letty, what I am trying to impart is that you must take care of all your subjects properly. In return, they will honor you with their trust and loyalty.
How I hope that will be true. pardon us. Ah, a cider enthusiast.
Yeah, from time to time. I've been drinking with my dad and brother for a while now, so I can hold my booze all right.
I see. Please do not drink to excess.
No worries. I know my limits. I'll tell you what, though. Osarius has some primo great stuff.
Is that so? Never have I partaken in the drink, so I can only use my imagination. Surely it must be delicious.
Oh, what makes you think that?
In the past, I have caught a glimpse of the castle soldiers gathering for shared libations. They were quite jovial, danced, and suddenly became exquisite melodists. So I presumed it to be delicious.
I don't think its taste had anything to do with their giddy mood. Then again, I guess that's one way of saying any drink's a good drink if you're enjoying yourself.
I do not understand.
It's fine. You will one day.
Cider drinkers oft tell me so. I suppose I shall look forward to that day.
So, Albie, huh? Little Albie.
Do not call me that! I'll never forgive Theo for saying such in front of someone like you.
So, you're a blue blood, aren't you? And Theo's royalty too, right? Seems like you guys have known each other forever. Are you actually royalty too?
If such is your thought, then act as proper.
What the hell, man? You want me to call you Prince Albert and kiss your feet? Such a happy face.
Albert descends from a long line in service of the Royal Army. He oft joined my cousin and I when we were but children.
Gotcha. Okay. So the three of you are linked by a pretty special bond, huh? I'll bet when you three put your heads together, there's absolutely nothing you can't do.
Well, I do hope so.
Princess, this vagabond speaks nothing more than gibberish. You would be wise not to humor him.
Find someone as gentle as the ocean.
Exquisite.
Do you find yourself missing the terra firma you...
I have... Stay true to your...
Hey, Leticia. Mind if I ask you a question?
If it is within my understanding, I would be glad to answer your question.
Is it true that the royals and nobles of the kingdom engage in grand, passionate, super romantic love affairs every single day?
Oh, my! What could you be talking of?
Oh, that's not true, huh? That's what was written in this novel I'm reading.
I admit I may not be so knowledgeable of many things, but I have never heard of such liaisons.
You don't say. I see.
Oh, I was not aware of literature depicting royal love affairs.
It's way too good! It's about a beautiful princess, and there are tons and tons and tons of different men that come and go as her marriage suitors. There's a fight for love among rival sisters and nobles, with all kinds of scheming going about.
Very well, Nina. I am sure it must be quite the interesting tale.
By the way, Leticia, do you have a type of guy that suits your fancy?
Oh, I have never given it much thought. Perhaps... I would prefer someone older with a promising future. I may appear calculating by speaking in such a way. You see, a member of royalty may be free in some respects, but not in others.
That makes total sense. You're thinking wisely. An older man will have more life perspective, and it's great if your future is nice and settled. Definitely a catch. The suitor I'm into the most in the story is exactly like that. Oh, I hope he and the princess will end up getting hitched. Oh, but there's just so many rivals.
You speak with such excitement, Nina. I see that book is very much to your liking.
What the heck?
Nothing but dirty, rotten sailors.
I have no...
Tell me, what kind of child was Ray?
To be honest with you, I feel as though he has not changed very much over these years.
Is that right?
He was always looking out for others and would never neglect someone in need. A caring child.
That does indeed sound the same then. I am sure he was an upstanding little boy.
Upstanding is likely debatable, but there was no shortage of noteworthy episodes. For example...
Oh, do tell, do tell!
Well, it was when Ray was playing hide and seek with a girl his age from the neighborhood.
Hey, what are you talking about, Elena?
I was in the middle of telling one of your childhood stories to Leticia.
I know, 'cause I overheard it a little. Now, cut it out. My childhood stories aren't interesting, like, at all.
Please indulge me, Ray. I would love to hear your old stories.
See? Leticia has expressed interest.
Absolutely not. It's not cool to expose the dirt from someone's past just for fun. Don't ask her things so casually. She may not seem it, but Elena's bad with boundaries.
Very well. If it troubles you so much, I shall not ask her anything at all then. Does that please you?
Hey, why am I the bad guy all of a sudden?
After Ray has had some alcohol, he will bring that story up himself. So, to be continued. Soon.
Okay. I am looking forward to it.